SA Sports Show. Barrett's our favourite, isn't it? The Southern Football
Footy
League. Love it.
Now, I've got a bone to pick with you.
Right, okay.
I just drove past Cove. I was just working at the Cove game.
Yeah, the Cove.
And I look up in the coach's box and who's that up there? Is that Ando in the coach's box? What are you doing up there?
That was wonderful. New coach's box they got there, and I was up there just sitting behind the coach, and it was fantastic. And we got over Port Noarlunga. It was absolutely brilliant.
We.
Of course it's we.
But please, Craig Warman, the president of the Southern Football League, welcome.
Great to have you down at one of our games, Ando.
It was fantastic and great crowd, and as I always say, it was a fantastic standard of footy. And poor old Jars's team, Port Noarlunga, they worked hard, but I just thought Cove were just fantastic.
You didn't go and bag him.
No, I bought him a beer after the game. No,
okay.
just one after the game. It was pretty disappointed actually, but. The Cove guys were they just played fantastic football,
which is good to hear because Baz gave him a bit of a bake a couple of weeks ago.
Yep.
Well, they've been sort of up and down, and but they came to play footy. You could see they were focused, and some of their skill level was absolutely outstanding. So it was good fun. And I was in the coach's box. I take some of the glory. No, I take none of it.
That gives them the leg in, doesn't it? Because with Morphettvale losing last week.
We said that,
Flagstaff Hill.
Yeah.
Cove have...
It's only the game, the difference to Cove just to a game out of the top 5 now.
Yes.
Yeah. And the other interesting one,
and they've got to play Morphettvale in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they do.
So
They got Ranella. I think they got Ranella next
game.
week. Yeah. They got Ranella next week.
Yes, they do.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
That is a tough one at Ranella. But in saying that, from all reports, the boys have started to find a bit of form. So don't be surprised if they take it right up to Ranella.
I thought their attitude was fantastic, and that's one thing that they've been sort of a bit disappointing this year from reports. Just chatting to a few of the spectators, and when if they come to play, I have no qualms of saying that they could beat Ranella. Yeah.
Okay.
So there, I'm throwing it on the table.
The other one, mate, really was Morphettvale running flaggies to 5 goals. That's not a bad performance given the way flaggies have been playing, and I'm not sure of but 34 points.
At half-time, Morphettvale were right in it.
There you go.
Absolutely. In fact, they were leading at half-time, Morphettvale. Came out, played really, really good footy. Don't know what happened at half-time, but didn't score in the third quarter, and that's where flaggies got them.
Got them in the third,
in the third quarter, and Morphettvale just didn't have the cattle to keep pushing to get a result.
And Happy Valley, Ranella must have been a cracker of a game. That must have been a beauty. It was 8 goals 7 to 11 goals 8. So she was pretty close there towards the end.
Yeah, she was. And again, the previous year at that particular game, Happy Valley had beaten Ranella. So Happy Valley had to try and win, because they're no certainty to stay in the top 4 either, with these other sides coming. So it's going to be interesting the last 2 or 3 weeks of the season.
Yeah, the old Dinga one would have been disappointing, but you have to look on the other side. 103-point loss. They've been playing better than that, obviously, old Dinga. But you've got to look at Noarlunga, a little sneaky Noarlunga. They're, we mentioned him a couple of times. They're just lurking. They're sitting second. We don't talk much about Noarlunga. But that's a hiding, and that's sending a message to me.
It is, and they played a new recruit too last week, by the name of Eagle, who won the AFL recruit.
Oh, this is the guy
Brisbane.
Oh wow!
Now,
okay,
209 centimetres. Played his first game for Noarlunga on the weekend at centre half back, and I think they've just brought him down to when they play Flagstaff.
Up against the big sauce.
He might be up against the big sauce.
This is what I was going to chat to you about. I think they're flying him down. I did a little bit of homework on this for about 3 games, so he qualifies.
4 games.
4 games, so he qualifies for finals. How does that fit in their little cap?
Yeah, that's fine.
They're all right?
Yeah.
All right, yeah, look at that.
Yeah, it's all good.
All right, just checking, because that's a big recruit.
It is a big recruit.
That's a very big recruit. And they have to fly him down, by the way. It's not as if they're getting him from up the road here at Salisbury. He's got to come from Queensland, I believe. So you know they're investing.
But you are right.
They were strengthened, Noarlunga, with the return of Nick Mott, two-time male medalist, as well, and Sammy Miller, who've been out long-term injuries. So it was good for them to get a run under the belt, leading into finals. But watch out for Noarlunga.
They're sneaky.
Up
the old BP.
Very nicely, haven't they?
Yeah, they have.
They are sitting second and a game clear of Ranella. So as the president, you must be pretty happy. I mean, really, Noarlunga, who's sitting 8th, right to Flagstaff. The actual final 5 has not been set in concrete, and there's only 3 games to go. So which is fantastic for the league.
Yeah, fantastic. Yeah. And when you look at the results, and as I say, continue to say, over the next 2-3 weeks leading into the end of the season, all of these sides that are vying for spots play each other.
Yeah.
So it's going to go right down to the wire, and like we talk about Morphettvale Cove game, that's in a couple of weeks' time. That has a big bearing.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Important. So
Very much so.
Let's look at them. Let's very quickly look at them. Happy Valley Noarlunga. Now there's a game for a start. There's a game at Happy Valley.
At Happy Valley.
And they need a win. They need to
keep winning. And Noarlunga, of course, had that good win against Aldinga last week. But look, you tip Noarlunga to win. But don't be surprised that Happy Valley can play some good footy at home.
And Jars might be back.
He'll be back. He's Port Noarlunga versus Christie's Beach, so I'd say Porties will win that. So they're touching on the 5 there for sure. Ranella Cove. I mean, Cove have got to win. Ranella, of course, going very, very nicely.
Now that one there, Ranella Cove, that'll be our broadcast game for Tri.
At Ranella.
Yep.
Interesting game though is, I mean, if you do look at the Noarlunga Happy Valley, if Noarlunga, who obviously will be favourites, Morphettvale could jump over Happy Valley.
Yes. Yeah. But don't write off Aldinga, because in the first round, Aldinga beat Morphettvale.
Coming off 103 point.
Yeah, but
belting.
at Morphettvale, they'll get a few players back from that didn't play last week.
Okay.
But to beat Morphettvale at Morphettvale for Aldinga, that's the first time they've done that in as long as I can remember.
Okay.
They get them at Shark Park, and all the locals get down and support them. They're a good chance. They're a good chance.
I know we've spoken this a few times, but it was wonderful to go back to the club, and it was interesting at the Cove that a lot of the footy players that are the young ones from 12s and 14s all went to the footy Saturday from playing Fridays. I think it was Friday nights they play, and back at the club. It was standing room only. It was actually quite amazing, and you do miss that community feel.
You do.
Yeah, it's great.
It is. It's quite. It's true. It's quite
and
unique.
It doesn't matter what club you go to in the Southern Footy League, you get the same sort of response.
But unfortunately, we didn't win the 4 out of the 5 to do the bowing to the Cobra. But anyway, maybe next time.
That'll happen.
Yeah, that's it. Homage to the Cobra. That's what it's called.
That's the one.
Thanks very much for coming. I really appreciate it, Craig. Fantastic. Great job. And wow, it's a tight. It's going to be a race to be in that top 5. So anyway, we'll be back after the break.